Well, here's another morning, 3:55. I've already been awake just about an hour, and I was hoping to get back to sleep because I can't go to the gym today. It doesn't open till 7 a.m. In any case, here's the title for my talk today: My Fight for Survival for My Mission. Comments on recent videos, including yesterday's, seem to suggest that my mission will not be complete in my lifetime. This is a huge blow to me because, if true, I would not have fought so hard for survival and recovery. As soon as I was able to breathe normally again, I began exercising and working hard to regain my health and to continue my mission. Of course, if I end up losing my home, my mission could easily be ended, since I have no place to go. I hope that doesn't happen, but I also know how corrupt the courts are and how determined PNC's attorney is to take my home. Obviously, my future is uncertain. That's where the original blurb ended yesterday. Then in the afternoon, I got some more paperwork on this thing, and instead of a period at the end of that, I put a semicolon and added, and my attorney wants more money. Here's the PayPal link for those willing and able to help me. Indeed, I got a few pieces of mail yesterday afternoon. My grandson brought it in to me, rain-soaked, because apparently the mailbox wasn't shut tight. But here's the bill for what the attorney has charged me already, and I've already used up, before even the hearing last Monday, I had already used up almost the entire retainer. He had already spent wow, well, anyway, I don't understand that. It looks like he's charging me $300 an hour instead of 200, which I thought was the rate. In any case, I now owe him more money, and I don't know where these people think that somebody on a Social Security benefit of under $1,000 a month is supposed to get money. I mean, they're trying to take my home. They've been trying to take my home. Uh, I apparently had 20 days after my motion to dismiss was granted to file some more paperwork under. It allowed me 10 days to file under rule something or other. This is another one that I got yesterday from the attorney. Now, that actually came to me from my attorney, but they sent me my own copy directly to me. And the attorney advised me that it was sent prior to the hearing. It was actually sent prior to the hearing, although I didn't get it till yesterday. Again, my fight for survival and for my mission continues, but it's also a fight for my home. Once again, I remind everybody, I never had a mortgage on this property. They fraudulently went and held a sale for my property and bought my property for $100. Bought this home for $100. Now, this home is in a business trust. It's in a trust that is private, and I have the trust papers all here. The business trust papers are all in an envelope. They've all been completed. The court was notified. I'm fairly certain that it was in a business trust, and I believe that's when they decided, okay, we can't touch a business trust, so we're just going to buy the house for $100, and they had a court proceeding to take the home for $100, and then they file an additional lawsuit where the previous lawsuit, it was agreed that I get to keep my home. That was one of the stipulations in the previous lawsuit, that when I granted them limited power of attorney so that they could sell the property that I did have a mortgage on that I was never able to pay, the mortgage because the lawsuit hit. And when you cannot fulfill an obligation through no fault of your own, that voids the contract. That's common law, and it's common sense. I can't do something that I'm not able to do through no fault of my own. And again, it was the banker and his wife, specifically his wife, that filed the lawsuit against the lawsuit against me, tying everything up in the court system and forcing me to act. Well, I was acting as a free man. I was learning the law. I was doing the research and learning the law and fighting even back then for what was granted to me by Dr. Mary when she died. That is my home. She granted me the ability in the trust to actually to take her home, but I was not about to live on a property that was valued so highly by the system that the taxes alone would be unbearable. Now, interestingly, I went to the courthouse and I've gotten the tax bill for the last few years that the PNC Bank has been paying. They've been paying a lesser amount, but what they're billing me is basically just under 2 months of my Social Security for 1 year. So that means 1/6 of my income goes to paying property taxes. Folks, this system that they have developed is fraud. It's fraud through and through and through, and I need help. I really, truly, as God is my witness, I need help to even survive. I don't know. My daughter and her husband and family, thank God, will be moving today. We have people coming to help them move their things not only out of my home but out of their storage area, so that they have a small home to live in. And my daughter emphasizes to me it's a small 3-bedroom home that's going to be for them and their children. They do not have a place for me. And again, I would not want to live with my grandchildren. Love them though I do. It's really tough. It's really tough. And I've done that for over 2 years now. And they have not helped me financially altogether. The most I've received from them to pay for being under my roof, which doesn't even begin to cover even the utilities, is $520. That's the most that they've given me. And I'm not sure of the, it might be a little less than that, but I know in the beginning they were giving me $20 a month. And then they didn't give me any more money till this summer, and they paid me $400 more. So that's the situation that I'm in, and I don't know. I don't know if the court sides with the plaintiff and ends up removing me. My attorney told me, plan on moving out the beginning of January, right after the hearing, because they're going to take your house. That's what he's told me. He told me that up front after the hearing. He said, do not think that I'm going to be able to stop but they're operating unlawfully. There were agreements made that they have totally overridden and put me back on in the system. When you file the paperwork that I filed as far as the trust goes, it removes you from the tax rolls. They cannot, that supersedes all other agreements, all normal trusts that are not, all statutory trusts. A statutory trust is part of the system. This is not a non-statutory trust. And anyway, I need help, and I'm pleading with those that are willing to help me financially, to help me fight this battle and pay the lawyer more money. It's going to take all the money that I've already received in donations for the... Anyway, thank you for listening. Namaste.